What should I play? Lego Star Wars? Nah. Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword? Nah. Ooh, Super Mario Galaxy 2? Nah. Ooh, Mario Strikers? Maybe. The hell is that? What the hell is a lamp doing in my... How the f*** did I...
Hello! I'm the genie from your lamp and I can grant you one wish.
Wait. Genie from the lamp. Oh, I get it. It was a lamp. Anyways, can't genies also grant 3 wishes though? Why only 1 wish? Ah! What the hell?
Not all genies grant 3 wishes. I'm a Mischief Genie, so I only grant 1.
Okay, fine. How about $1 million?
Nope, sorry, not within my budget.
Okay, how about a new car?
Nope, name a more reasonable price.
How about a new game if I can review?
I can work on that.
What the? This piece of shit? I'd rather play Sonic Colors. What the hell is on my hand? What the hell? Did I just die?
Yes, now you know the consequences. Play the game and finish it, and I'm sure it'll come off in no time.
Alright, I gotta get to the bottom. Okay. Something obviously is going on with this ring. If I take it off, I'll die.
Just play the game!
Fine, I'll play the game. God damn. Alright, here we go.
Wait a minute, where's the strap?
What are you talking about?
The strap! You could break the controller!
I'm not putting on the
Strap
damn
it
strap.
on!
I'm not putting
Strap
on...
it on!
Fine, I'll put on the goddamn strap. God.
Thank you.
Sonic the Hedgehog, a character that could basically summed up as stocks that fluctuate up and down, but mostly down. Anyways, so Sonic the Hedgehog is a character that I have fell in love with ever since I was a child. I love him, he's fast, and I love his attitude and personality. And I can't say I feel the same way about some of his games, let alone this game. Now, this game does have a lot of core aspects that I like about it, such as story, music, and general feel and themes, and the whole aesthetics of this game is really cool and neat. However, this game suffers a lot of issues that need to be addressed. Once again, because I'm definitely not the first person to talk about this game. Let's dive right down to it. So Sonic is sleeping in his bed, and he wakes up and sees a magical ring by his nightstand. Picks it up, and all of a sudden, a hot genie shows up and says, "Hey, there's a bad guy trying to take over my world and my book. You want to help out?" And Sonic's like, "Sure, but I want a handkerchief first, because I'm sick."
Why couldn't you at least be a hot, attractive genie with some nice titties?
What do you mean? I'm dead sexy.
Ugh, God.
So Sonic finds the evil genie named Razor Jin. His whole goal is to get the 7 magical rings and rewrite the whole history of the Arabian Nights so he can be, I guess, God. He curses Sonic with the flame on his chest and says, when that goes out, you're gonna die, bitch, so you better hurry up.
Yeah, so Sonic is basically cursed by an evil genie, and he has to complete his task, or else he'll die. Yeah, it sounds all familiar, doesn't it? Get the f*** off me!
Well, it's a Wii game, so that can only mean one thing. Dumbass motion controls. And by golly, is it atrocious. The controls in this game will either keep you from having fun, or if you're a masochistic asshole like me, then you'll pull through. Now, the general gameplay is pretty straightforward, and by that I mean literally forward. It's automated, meaning that Sonic moves forward by himself, and the player can only control his speed and which direction he moves from side to side. You have to shake the Wiimote to do a homing attack, but it barely functions, and you're basically at the whim of, hopefully this input works, but sometimes it fucking won't. Basically playing a game of luck for inputs. Now, making the game automated, it's not really a problem, if you just let me use the goddamn D-pad to move Sonic left and right. You get to level up Sonic as you play through the missions and make the game much more bearable. And by that I mean getting him more skills to make Sonic easier to control. So basically, from the beginning of the game, it sucks, and then once you get through the game at a farther rate, it's a lot more fun to play. Throughout the game, you unlock this meter that enables you to use one of two moves, called Time Break and Speed Break. One makes you fast as hell, and one makes the world slow as hell. And they feel very situational at some times, and it's not until later in the game where it actually feels like the game is actually working with it. Now, the game has a lot of issues when it comes to its level design, and the gameplay just does not complement the level design, nor does the level design complement the gameplay. Such as stages like Levitated Ruin and Dinosaur Jungle. I will get to that momentarily.
Isn't this game meant for children? How are you so bad at it?
Look, it's rated E for everyone, okay?
That's even more pathetic.
The game levels are set up with the series of missions that you have to complete in order to progress through the story. Some of these missions require you to collect a certain amount of rings, don't die, and don't break the fucking jars. Now, my problem with these missions is, well, they're really just padding out the time and just an excuse to level up. Now, that's not a big issue if the missions are unique enough and set apart from them. Now, some of these have that. Some stages have unique missions. But most of them are basically the same goddamn thing over and over again. Completing the missions opens up more missions, and eventually you can unlock some bosses to beat. The first stage of the game is called Sand Oasis. It's a pretty good beginner stage, honestly. It's one of my favorites. It shows off what obstacles you're going to have to overcome later in the game, and it does have a few bullshit parts, mostly due to the controls, but it's overall fine. There's an extremely easy secret boss you get to fight called the Sand Scorpion, and I wonder what its weakness is. Maybe the 3 massive eyeballs that you have to hit all the time. But it's not bad. Dinosaur Jungle, oh boy, do I have some things to say about this stage. So to begin with, the first part of the stage, the first mission even, it's not all that bad. It's got some janked close quarters enemies, like these dumbass flowers. However, my real issue stems from a certain mission, and oh god, is it a doozy. It might take me a minute to fully explain what I'm going to tell you, so strap in for a second. There is a mission where you need to collect 4 dinosaur eggs and put them in each nest that corresponds to their color or symbol, so all 8 pieces are scattered around the stage. Okay, that's not bad, I guess. However, you can only hold 1 egg at a time, meaning you have to constantly circle around the stage. Now that sucks. But hey, you know what? If I remember where everything is, it'll be fast, right? Oh boy, that couldn't be farther from the truth. You see, these nests and eggs are randomly generated in different spots through each playthrough. And God forbid you die or fall off the level, the eggs and nests randomly generate again. So you have to re-find all of them again. And basically means you have to play it perfectly. But how the hell can I play it perfectly when I can barely control Sonic? I'm sorry, I know it sounds like I'm just nitpicking here, but I'm not the only one this mission has pissed off. Trust me, I've looked it up. It's a lot of bullshit. I feel like this is a good example of how level design does not complement with actual gameplay. How can you make an explorative level design and put it with an automated track system? It just doesn't mesh well together, in my opinion at least. This stage took me over an hour to complete, strictly because of the tomfoolery of the controls and falling to my death constantly. Alright, look, I'll move on to the next stage, but if this doesn't give me trauma next time I see a damn dinosaur. My personal favorite stage of the game is Evil Foundry, with amazing music that slaps. Oh, how you will be missed, Cobramani. Overall, the stage is pretty fun, with the environment is really appealing. However, I could do without a lot of the damn side-crawling bits. Also, the boss of the stage is a pretty decent nod to the Iron Golem in Sonic Adventure 2, but the controls do not complement the perspective, and trust me, I will get to that in Levitated Ruin. I have a lot to say about that. Levitated Ruin is another example of dogshit level design. My gripes with this aren't even the fact that the wind blows against you or even the overtly long trails. It's the goddamn 2D portions in the towers. Look, I can't even tell if I have to move the Wiimote to the sides or forward or back or just for general movement. I tried angling it and it kinda works. Also, they have these gargoyles that just require patience in close quarters that just don't work with this kind of gameplay. It feels like their combat system wasn't designed for this shit. The goal is to save Knuckles, or Sinbad is what he calls himself, so you have to climb up these 4 towers to unlock each of these locks. But these towers are absolute garbage with the 2D perspective, and oh god, it's horrible. And you also have to do this shit many times in these missions, moving forward. Not as bad as Dinosaur Jungle with patience-wise, but if it ain't annoying. The imagery and the music are nice, but that's about it. Honestly, Pirate Storm is a pretty cool stage with lots of explosions and dope shit that happens. I like the idea of Sonic being around pirates and on a ship. However, the stage has more issues, especially with the damn platforming segments. There are points where you're supposed to drop onto these boxes and time everything just right. Everything needs to be perfect and so precise. However, with the unresponsive ass inputs, it's a fucking nightmare. Whenever you're on a long stretch of land and dodging these big ass explosion arrows or whatever the hell they are, it can be fun and it's actually not too bad. But when you're on the boat in water, yeah, this game. The boss is pretty alright, and probably the most fun out of all of them. But that's not saying much, though.
The hell are you doing on your phone, dude? We're doing a video. The hell does a genie need for a phone anyways?
What do you mean? I have a social life too. Look, I just matched with a woman on Tinder.
You seem more like a kind of a grinder kind of guy.
You, I pull more bitches than you.
Whatever.
Skeleton Dome. This is probably my second favorite stage in the game. I like it a lot. It's fun. You're trying to find King Solomon, and you're helping him find his bones to bring him back to pieces and take down the 40 thieves. There's also these really cool narrow pathways where you're basically trying to get to these right torches or portals, wherever the hell they are, and trying to find him. There's also this big-ass arena you're trying to take down the 40 thieves in, and it works because it's a big circle. You're just circling around and taking them all down, and it's fun. It's actually not bad. It's actually good game design where it complements the game. Oh wow, who would have thought, right? Alrighty, the final stage, Night Palace. Now I kind of have a bit of a love-hate relationship with the stage, mostly because it's full of a lot of bullshit maneuvers that fuck you up constantly. However, I can kind of forgive it because it is the last stage of the game. It's supposed to be hard. It's supposed to test your skills and your reflexes and how good you are at shaking that goddamn Wiimote. The imagery in this stage is pretty cool. I like the palace itself, and I also like riding on the magic carpet. It's pretty sick. The layouts of the crystal bridges or whatever the hell they are, it's pretty neat. I like it. It's also not a bad final stage for when you get to the final boss, Razor Jin. And that's a really cool one-on-one segment too. However, I will say that I did take a bit of time trying to fight him because there's a little portion of the fight where you have to essentially time this homing attack perfectly so you can actually hit him. It is a very, very precise window of opportunity to hit, but you can remedy this with Time Break. Just slow down time and hit him at the right point, and he's down. So once you defeat a Razor Jin, you have to collect the last bit of the magical rings and go down to the final chapter. In the final chapter, a Razor Jin takes the magical rings and off Shara. And then Sonic has to basically take Shara's power and take whatever leftover rings that pop off of this grotesque transformation that Sonic describes as incomplete. He becomes this awesome, dope-ass transformation of a genie, goes out and go on to the final boss. Now, I have a few issues with this final boss. Mostly due to the constant Wiimote shaking you will be doing. Now, when I say constant, I mean you are basically shaking the Wiimote the entire fucking match. And, yeah, I don't have the stamina for that. It took me about 2 hours just to complete this, and by the time I was done, I swear to God, I had Popeye forearms, dude. It was crazy. And the scenery and the music and everything is pretty dope, and I love it a lot. But goddamn, could they have not figured out a better way to charge up your meter besides shaking the damn Wiimote constantly? Overall, though, it's not bad. It's just tiresome. Now, once you defeat this guy, Sonic leaves out a really dope-ass remark, and then it goes on to the final cutscene.
Your tale is finished, Eraser. Next time, try writing a better story.
So Sonic basically uses Jin's lamp to reverse everything by using the 3 wishes and sealing him away forever. And then afterwards, he asks Char for one more wish.
I wish for a mountain of handkerchiefs. Now, just let yourself cry. As much as you need to. You'll have plenty of handkerchiefs to help you through it.
Yeah, it's pretty goofy and it's pretty silly, and I kind of like it. It's pretty wholesome. It's honestly a shame that this game didn't do well. Everything about it is pretty awesome. If it wasn't held back by shitty controls and level design choices, it could have been something really special. The story's awesome, the concept and music are great. This was supposed to be a new journey for the Blue Blur in the storybook collection. There's actually a sequel called Sonic and the Black Knight. Unfortunately, these games did not get a resounding success, so they didn't continue. If only they weren't so ambitious about the motion controls, I think it would have worked out just fine, in my opinion at least.
Okay, alright asshole, I'm done with the game now. Now are we done?
I suppose.
Okay, good. Take the goddamn ring off. Alright, I got something for you, asshole.
What's that? What? No! I don't want to go back! It's all dusty! It smells like pot!
Okay, good. Hope I never see that asshole again. Alright. Let's go play Sonic Colors.